Hi, everyone. I'm honored to welcome a very special guest. Hi, Angela. How are you today?
I'm good. Nice to meet you, Riley.
Nice meeting you. You are amazing. Like, how do you do everything you do? I mean, girl, how much coffee are you drinking?
Actually, I don't drink much coffee.
Oh my gosh.
No.
How do you keep going?
I don't know. It's a motivation that I let when things get hard, I let things out. I don't keep nothing inside of me.
Love that.
And then wherever I have stress, I let everything out. And then half an hour later, I come back.
I love that. I think it's so healing sometimes to just step away and take a minute to yourself, and then you can look at something with a new approach, a new perspective, and then you're like, wow, like I don't know why I was so frustrated or stressed in the first place.
Yeah. Or I try to find a solution and move on.
Exactly. Life is too short to like dwell on the small things.
Exactly. Well, they are small and big, but still.
Exactly. And it's not good for our skin either. I mean,
Exactly. Number one cause of aging and health is stress.
exactly. And we got to look good, especially as girls. I mean, girls in the industry have to look on point always.
I know.
Okay, so I have a few questions for you. You've lived so many different lives, model, Miss Universe, author, founder. When you strip all of that away, who is Angela?
Angela is a girl that came from very humble beginning and start, and is a girl that is trying to figure out life, where even we came from. Why are we here? So I started to see life as a video game. That's who Angela is.
I love that. That's a really good way to put it. So people see the highlight reel, but what part of your story would you say has been most misunderstood?
The situation maybe with my husband, the situation with the Secret Service.
Wow.
Yeah, that has been the most misunderstood.
How would you say like it is to have so much of your life put out there? Is it hard for you to not be in control of everything?
No, I got very thick skin. I got used to it and I started to understand this very early on. So that doesn't bother me so much. Even if people misunderstand or understand, I know what's my truth. And eventually, always comes the truth out.
Always. It always does. And I mean, you just have to, I feel like you have to know who you are and be true to yourself because people are going to say what they're going to say, but it matters like who you are and what you think about yourself.
Exactly. And time, it's all about the right timing. And sometimes the truth doesn't come out in that moment, but eventually it will do. And it depends the view of how you see life. The first important thing for me is to make peace with myself.
Right.
And once you have that, everything else follows.
Exactly. I agree. You have to really be okay with who you are before you do anything else because everything that we do as people involve us. And if we're not okay, if we're not well, we can't be an author, a podcaster, and a model. We have to take care of ourselves so we can take care of the things we can take care of.
Exactly.
So you entered the public eye very young. How did visibility shape the way you saw your body, and how long did it take to kind of unlearn that?
I mean, you start to be more critical of yourself. Before I wasn't. And then you start to see yourself like every little detail that you notice about yourself that you're like, oh, maybe my face is too big, maybe my skin color is not correct, my hair, like you start noticing everything. And it took me years to make as well peace with that, to not see myself in so much detail.
And I'm sure it's hard as well because you're in such a high industry with, other girls and other people doing what you're doing. It's kind of hard probably to not compare yourself, right?
Yeah, you compare always yourself, and especially today with the social media and retouching and filter. Like you think like, oh, I don't look good anymore without it. Because if you don't put, and everybody puts filter and retouching, you look sick. Even though you weren't, but you think like, oh my God, I'm looking sick.
Right. I
And
look weird.
before that, before social media, it wasn't like that.
Right. And it breaks my heart for the younger generation. I mean, you have a son. I mean, when he grows up, are you going to let him be on social media? Does he know what you do?
Yeah, he's too young. He's 4 years old. He doesn't know what I'm doing, but I'm not so worried about him because the biggest strength I'm giving him is love. And I think this is a foundation of everything, like of strength, of self-security, and how you're going to go in life. So I'm not that worried. I'm definitely not going to stop him from social media in the right age because I don't want to hold him back from the world.
Right.
The world is changing and you have to grow with the world. The moment you stop him, he's going to be behind it.
Exactly. I love that. And I love that you said, really everything is about love because I really think that's what we as human are meant to do on this earth. We're meant to learn and love and teach others what we've learned and just love one another. And I think when you do everything from love, you do it right.
Exactly.
You can't regret it if it's done from your heart.
Exactly. I think love is the biggest superpower and the biggest strength, and I'm trying to use this in everything.
Me as well. I mean, you just gotta follow your heart really, always. Then you're in the right spot.
Yeah.
So, what would you say confidence actually looks like behind the scenes? Not the red carpet version, but kind of the quiet, realistic one.
How it looks, confidence to me.
Yes.
I am pretty much confident in real life, actually, even more than the red carpet or in the show business, because as I said, like as well, my mother gave me an extreme love. And this gave me such a strength and superpower and safety of emotion and who I am. And as well, that I decided from a very young age to be truly naked in front of the universe, even when I'm alone, who I am, not to be presented what to be good person or to behave in a certain way only when people are around or what they think of me, but even when I'm alone naked in front of the universe. And I think that makes me realize who I am and decisions I have made that has given me such a power.
I
And especially when you speak true, your own truth.
I love that. And I love that you're just confident within yourself because I mean, like I was saying, if you're not confident with who you are, you can't expect other people to trust you and believe in your work and, want to follow what you do. I feel like confident people really radiate good energy and that's how you attract good people, good vibes, and good opportunities.
Yeah, sometimes you attract bad energy too because people feel uncomfortable around your truth
Right.
and you expose their truth, but no matter what, you have to be yourself. You're
Always.
meant to be yourself.
Always.
And then when you don't betray yourself, like that's when the real voice of you and strength comes. I think your voice disappears when you keep lying to yourself.
I agree. And you listen to other people and you let them and their ideas drive who
Yeah,
you're doing.
yes, you silent your inner voice.
Exactly. Would you say the industry is lonely and have you lost people along the way because of your confidence and because of everything you do?
I think in life, it's not just because of the industry. The industry definitely is not lonely for me. I had very good luck with a lot of friends, but they are in life as you are in industry or not in industry, you have people that always will leave your life and come and go because they are here for a certain purpose and has nothing to do with the industry. But I never saw the industry as bad or as evil. I always see it like what people and surrounding you choose and your team of people, your soul families. And this can be in your work, in your friendship, in your partnership, in everything.
I love that. I think what you just said is true, like a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And sometimes people leave, sooner than we'd like. But when we realize, like, wow, this person brought me to this opportunity or helped me see this version of myself, I think people are like mirrors. And sometimes we meet them for them to help us see a certain version of ourselves. And then their purpose in our life is gone and they have to step away. But I think it's beautiful when you realize that everything does have a meaning and the people we have in our life can really teach us things, even if they don't stick around.
Exactly. And sometimes it's not just they have a meaning to you, sometimes you have a meaning to them. Sometimes you are their karma or their lesson, and your job is done giving to them their lessons. And you have to understand that nothing has to be forever and it's okay. It's just a part of a chapter of a book that is going to the next chapter.
Exactly. So speaking of books, let's talk about your book and the journey of being an author. How has that been like for you?
It has been amazing. It was challenging, but I wanted to write the book about my mother and my story, where we started, and especially my mother because she was such an inspiration to me. She's such a powerful, strong woman, the way she loved me, all the hardship she went through. And the most inspiring thing was that she never complained. I never saw my mother complaining. I never saw my mother being stressed or worried. She was always this positive woman, and life came good for her, and I learned a lot from her. I mean, she was married 3 times in Albania, which was ex-communist country, and was on her to divorce. God forbid you marry 3 times.
Right.
She was the only one that was doing that, and watching her breaking rules, being herself while people were telling her that people will think bad about you when you divorce, nobody will marry you again. And she did it over and over again till until she found her fairy tale. This was very inspiring for me, and I wanted to write this book about inspiring other women that even that you are not in an ex-communist country, when you're unhappy or a lot of problems you have, you just have to go where the fear is. There waits the light for you.
I love that. And I love the title, Love, Hope, and Light. I think that really sums up the book in a good way. And I'm going to have to read it and I'll obviously let you know my thoughts. But I think it's beautiful that you just wrote it for other people. I mean, obviously, to honor your mother and everything she taught you and gave to you, but to really show people like life is too short to settle and to be unhappy. You deserve to build a beautiful, fulfilling life that you can say, this is my dream life, this is my fairy tale. And if something doesn't fit right, you shouldn't stay in that situation. So I love,
Exactly. And especially a woman that had to break rules. Like, I mean, it was again, everybody was against her. Everybody was talking bad, and she lost friends and she was lonely. But she was doing, and in the end, she moved to Switzerland, found her love of her life, and created a project for women, which is called Drita in Albanian, in English means light, and helped 2,000 women, gave them strength and integrated them, and won the UNESCO prize. So her life started over at 47 years old.
wow, that's really inspiring. I mean, you can start over at any age. I really believe that.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. I feel like so many women tie their worth to how they're perceived. What has kind of helped you separate your value from external validation?
Hmm. From external, I think has been the people I have around me the closest, how they value me, how they tell me how much I help them in their life, and how they remember my advices, my words, or how good friend I was, or my family. I think that has been. And I understood human psychology that I see around, like if people are unhappy with me or people complain about me, I'm not the only one. They do this to everyone, and there is a phase. So I'm trying to take everything not personal.
I agree. I think like if someone is talking bad about you, they're doing that for other people, or if they're talking bad about other people to you, they're going to do it about you, and that's not really someone you probably want to stand beside you in your life.
Yeah, and I have like a self-awareness that I see what's happening in the world. They will complain or talk bad about no matter who you are in this world. If you're the biggest celebrity, if you're a politician, if you're a successful businessman or businesswoman, no matter who you are, even if you're a normal person, the neighbors will talk bad about you or your own family. So I notice that's I'm not the only one in the world that will do that. So why would I take it personal?
Exactly. And I think realizing like not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay because not everyone likes coffee, not everyone likes tea, but it has its people. I think realizing that too, it really saves you because why are you going to spend your entire life trying to make everyone like you when not everyone is supposed to like you?
Yeah, I never met a person or I know a person in this world that everyone likes that person, no matter who you are. Tell me one name that everybody in the world likes it. It doesn't exist.
It doesn't. There's always going to be something, and that's okay because you know what? You can be the best person, but not everyone's going to like you, and that doesn't say anything about you. It just means we have preferences.
Exactly.
How did
So nothing is personal.
No, exactly. Nothing is personal. And on that note, like how do you navigate getting, unfollowed or receiving hate messages? I mean, I hope you don't get a lot of them, but
Yeah,
I
I had periods that I got some of them, and I have the luck that that I have a very thick skin and I don't let it injure me. I used to study a lot of Kabbalah, and they used to teach me a lot about the voices in the head and how to not take things personal. And now I see life really like a game. Like nothing, it's like a video game. Okay, next level, level one, level two, what I have to face.
love that.
Yeah.
Love that. And I like, as someone who's just getting started in this industry, like I have to remind myself the people that are unfollowing me or don't want to support me, do I really want them to support me in the first place? Because if they're going to unfollow me for one thing, it means they're not going to stick around to, see more of me.
Yeah, like you know how you should see that? The moment they do that, you should continue even working harder, even be more yourself, even continue, even if they didn't like that topic, even go more in that topic.
Exactly. Because you know what? Just because that person unfollowed, it means they're making room for more people that resonate with me.
Exactly.
So I really do love what you do. I think you're just so beyond inspiring and just you motivate so many, especially me. When I was doing some research on you, my jaw was dropped the entire time. I'm like, she wears so many hats. Oh my gosh. But how do you take care of yourself with everything you navigate professionally? Like, what are your favorite self-care, self-love, and really health and wellness tips?
Definitely sleep. Definitely sleep. I noticed that. And definitely taking care of the nervous system and how I started to do that. I mean, I can say some supplements, like I'm a big fan of magnesium before I sleep. A big fan that helps me a lot. And I started a lot to do myofascia. It's like the fascia of the body for the nervous system. So I try to do that and sometimes to do nothing, just to not feel guilty doing nothing and just to restart myself.
I love that. No, a rest day is really important. I always say if you don't pick a day to rest, your body will pick one for you.
Yeah, and sometimes you need more than a day, and it's okay.
I believe in that. And what you just said about like resetting the nervous system is so true because it's like we get stressed out so easily as human beings. Sometimes we don't even know, and our bodies like absorb that and take it in, and then we get so emotionally tired that we can't even do our work and do what we need to do because we're just so burnt out and drained. And I think a lot of people really need to like look into like resetting your nervous system and taking care of it because it's really important. You can't do what you love without taking care of your body.
Exactly, like the nervous system, I think is one of the most important things.
I agree.
Like people ignore a nervous system so much because the nervous system can age you, can make you sick, can stress you out, can make you tired, is everything. So I'm trying to use some tools for the nervous system.
I agree. And I think like also like trying new things is so good and so important. Like if you don't try a product or a supplement, you never know. It might really help you. And I think just taking care of yourself and finding new ways to do that is just a beautiful thing we all have as humans. Like we have the opportunity to do that. And I think that's incredible because the body really does listen and tell you what you need.
Yeah, I agree.
So at what point did success stop feeling like enough and your purpose started to matter more?
I mean, success never started to feel enough. I was just in a situation in my life. I had to stop for a while, at least like 6, 7 years, to help my husband for a situation I had. And many people maybe thought, like, oh, I decided to be a housewife. But no, I didn't decide to be a housewife. I had to step up and be like, I don't know, like a Bond girl, a real life one, because my life became a movie and I had to help my husband, and I always choose love first.
Always.
So, and I think everything else will come after. And now everything, I feel good because that was a different kind of success.
I love
And I feel good and gave me a certain strength because I handle things I didn't know I can handle or it was in me.
I love that. I think, something you just said is like love is another kind of success. And when you have to handle something from the heart, you're still accomplishing something. And I think we as humans view success as like awards and achievements and big things, but sometimes it's the little things. And it really does start with the love you have around you, because without the people around you, you're not going to feel confident in doing what you're doing. Because if you're just doing what you're doing with no one supporting you and cheering you on, it's going to be lonely and you're not going to feel motivated. So I really love that you like took some time back and helped your husband, because he's probably one of your biggest supporters and loves you and you love him just as much. And I think that's amazing that you got to help him out as well.
Yeah, it was important, and it's important to do things not just when people see it
Right.
and you get rewarded, it's when people don't see it. And you do it for your own self and the universe and your own soul, and that's when the real growth happen.
I agree. So how do you know when it's time to evolve instead of proving something?
Life lessons. Life will force you.
It does.
Life will force you to make things to be useful to this world, not to make decisions or do work based on ego, but it will force you to be what you give back to the world and to become who you're meant to be, but not based on ego. You have to be useful on some kind to the world and people around you. So, to me, life has forced me many times, and then every time something happens in my life, I always watch what are the lessons, what I'm supposed to learn, not I'm the victim here.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think we have to sometimes go through really hard things to learn a lesson. And then that ends up helping us in the future, even though it was uncomfortable and hard and we didn't want to have to go through that. So I love that perspective.
Mm.
So, how do you navigate maybe a hard day where you're viewing your body or you don't feel like yourself? How do you take care of yourself on those kinds of days?
Well, I cry and complain first.
We're just girls. I mean, of course.
Yeah, I will cry and complain. So the most important thing is to let things out, I think. I think people suffer a lot keeping things inside of them and not expressing. You have to have a person that you express things out and you're truly yourself. And then you hear yourself talking. And then I start taking action and I said, okay, enough. I understand I look bad. I have to take care of myself. So I'm going to drink a lot of water. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to eat well. I'm going to go to the gym and I prioritize myself.
I love that. You have to put yourself first sometimes, and it's not selfish.
Yeah, but the most important thing that I always notice is that to let it out first. Don't keep things inside and keep moving. Go down, have a cry, scream, cry, let it out, and then do it.
I love that. I love that. I think it's important because I feel like when we hold things in, we're really just letting it build up.
Exactly. And you continue like saying, oh, I'm going to force myself to do that, but it's not the same way. Let it out.
Exactly. And then probably you're going to be more have a good story to tell, and you're going to probably be more productive because you're not holding on to emotions.
No, you don't hold your emotion, and it's okay to have emotions, and it's okay to go sometimes down, and it's okay to feel sad, and it's okay to feel low. It's okay.
It is okay. So, I mean, if your life had a chapter title right now, what would it be?
If my life had a chapter,
Yes, like a title of a chapter, what would it be?
ah, I honestly don't know what my life will be the chapter.
I feel
I
like
wish I knew
oh,
myself. I think it's unwritten, like I'm discovering life myself every day.
I love
So
that.
I really don't know. Like I had so many different chapters. I think it will be so many different movies or books by now, in different genres. It will be from horror to trauma to love story to comedy.
I love that. Who would you want to play you if you did a movie, or would you want to play yourself?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have somebody specific in my mind. Definitely, I will not like to play myself.
That'd be cool. I feel like that'd be really cool. I would watch it.
Mm.
Do you think the beauty industry is like actually evolving, or would you say it's just like rebranding the same pressures? I mean, as a model, I feel like you can really talk on this.
I think in some things it's rebranding, like Victoria's Secret has rebrand definitely and has gone more positive. I think it's rebranding, it's more positive as well.
I agree.
Like I think now they're using different culture, different sizes, and I think it's beautiful because that's what real life is and that's what real woman is, and that's all beautiful.
I agree. Everyone is beautiful because they're different. Like if we all were the same, the world would be so boring. I
Yeah,
always
it will be boring and it's toxic, and I think that's the beauty.
I agree. What would you say is the most damaging beauty myth you had to unlearn and what replaced it?
To be skinny,
Yeah,
like I hate being skinny now. Like I do everything to gain weight. I like to be curvy. I think like being curvy is being a woman. I think I see it now with a different eyes. I think that's sexiness to me and that's beauty.
I agree. I think like models have a lot of pressure to be skinny and to eat a certain way and look a certain way, and that's not realistic or healthy. I mean,
It's not even beautiful to me anymore. It's
it,
not even sexy anymore.
no, it's boring and it's outdated.
Yeah,
Beauty is when we're all different and we embrace our authentic true self. And when everyone's just trying to look a certain way to fit in, it's like that's not beautiful and that's not really who you are. That's what they want you to be.
exactly.
And we don't listen to what people want us to be. We be who we want to be.
Yes. And you, when you feel good and sexy who you want to be, everybody will see that. And you can even set a trend.
Exactly, which is really cool and beautiful in itself.
Yeah.
So what's that like? Like I've always wondered like what's it like to walk on like red carpets and like strut and pose and be a model? Like have you like really had time to really be like, wow, this is so cool and embrace it, or are you just so focused on what you're doing?
It's so cool afterwards. That's when I enjoy it. Before that, I feel nervous because it's somehow like in the red carpet, I feel stressed. I don't know why. But afterwards, I get to enjoy it.
No,
I
I
love podcasts and interviews. That's my favorite part.
so you like doing this with me?
Yes, that's what I love. I love human connection. I love talking about topics, getting inspired by each other, and speaking the truth.
I agree. I think when you connect and talk to other humans, then you sometimes leave feeling inspired and like able to create something new and fulfilled. And we're all human, and I think conversations can connect us and bring us together, and that's why we're put on earth to connect with other human beings and learn.
Yes, I agree. That's when I feel the most comfortable, is the connection with human, more than red carpet or anything else.
Exactly. But I mean, I'm sure like the dresses are beautiful. I would,
No, the dress is beautiful, but it goes so much behind it, like, hair, makeup, choose the right outfit. Then sometimes you're not happy with your pictures. You're like, why do I look so tense? You can see how much nervous I am.
aw.
Yeah.
But it's not as
Good
glamorous
thing.
as it may seem, is it?
Not all the time, but it is glamorous. It is fun.
But no, it does seem fun, and I mean, I feel like the high heels would probably be really uncomfortable. I would probably trip.
I know they are uncomfortable. We do everything to look good. So,
Oh,
like, get yourself together, girl.
do you get to keep the outfits?
Depends. It depends.
Oh my
It
God.
depends if you got it from a stylist. It depends if a designer gave it to you. So it depends.
Oh my gosh. I could just imagine me getting attached to a dress and then they're like, give it back. And I'm like, no.
At least you have a nice, beautiful memory picture of that dress with you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And then you can like, be like, yeah, I love that dress. That was, wow.
Mm.
Are you sad you don't have a girl, like a daughter?
I will have probably. I don't know yet. I wish I
Maybe
can have, but I am such a boy mom.
oh,
I love my little boy
he's so
very much. But it doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl. I will love them both. But it's different to have to be a boy mom. They are
it,
very attached and they play different kind of games. Very wild.
definitely. I feel, I feel like you'd have like a mini you and she'd want all your dresses and all your things. That would be so cute.
Yeah.
How do you constantly stay grounded in a world that constantly asks women to perform?
Mm. I mean, life makes you grounded. I mean, you have to be crazy. Like, I think I know, like, either way, you're gonna have a phase in your life that life will force you to be grounded. It doesn't matter if it happens in your teenage years, childhood, in your 20s, in your 40s, in your 50s, but eventually everybody will experience something that will ground them. And to me, it happened very early on, already in a young age. And I saw life very hard in a young age, so I started to be grounded because of that.
I agree. And you have to like stay humble and kind because we really all are the same, no matter what we do for a living or what we look like or our status. We all are humans and we all go through similar things. And you have to treat everyone the way you want to be treated and realize like life is hard. Being a human is hard and kindness costs nothing. And we need more of it in the world. So I love that you just mentioned that.
Yeah, I like that you said like to be a human is hard. I always say that. No, we came to this world. We don't know where we came from, why we here, where we going, what are all these emotions we are feeling. Nobody gave you a guide how to be a human truly.
Truly, no. And we're all figuring it out. It's everyone's first time living. That's what I always say. And, I try to leave a little bit of kindness everywhere I go, even if it's just holding the door for someone or leaving a signed copy of my book somewhere for someone to find. Like, I try and, do something that I can, feel better at the end of the day, knowing like, okay, I made one person's day because that's really all it is. Because then it's a domino effect and they make someone else's day and it just keeps expanding. And I think that's the human experience.
Yeah, it's really a human experience.
It really is. So, how would you say being a mother has that changed your relationship with your body?
I had a surrogate.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went through a surrogacy.
Okay.
So for me, it was a whole different experience. And then I had a very positive experience about that because I was lucky. Like, I mean, I didn't have postpartum or emotions or anything. When my child was born, I was completely focused on him. So I had a different experience.
I love that. And I love that you're still so connected to him and, really like intertwined. I think that is so beautiful as well.
Yeah, of course connected to him. It's like saying a father that didn't carry the child is not connected to the child. It's not true. It's your baby, it's your blood, and of course you're connected. And I felt even more, I don't know about other people, but I thought I was even more able to be connected because I was completely focused on him and nothing had to do with me. That what I was going through.
That's so beautiful. Truly is. And, do you have any lessons like about self-love that you're excited to pass down to him?
Yeah, about self-love that I'm trying to pass with him. I started already teaching him every day to work a bit in his subconscious mind, that to say every day is an amazing day. And I always tell him how much I love him, how much he's loved. And I'm about the self-love, I'm letting him be who he is.
I love that.
Like, I'm not trying to define him. I'm not trying to change him or make him how I would like to be, even if he makes mistakes. I let him be and I guide him with love and peace, not based on ego or based on my fears or how I think a child should be grown. I think you lose a lot of self-love when people try to change you or define you.
I agree. I mean, you have to just be yourself and let others be themselves and then just love them as they are.
Yeah, and loving myself teaches him to love himself, as an example.
Exactly. And that's so beautiful. So, what would you tell the girl who feels behind because her life doesn't look as impressive yet?
Oh my God, it's never too late. And there are phases and moments that the mind or yourself is playing games to you that you're not where you are yet, but it's about to come. And it can come and it can change overnight. And just keep going and keep going and going, never give up.
I love that.
Even if you want to, that's the easy part, and you think I'm doing myself a favor by being realistic and giving up. You should do exactly the opposite. You have nothing to lose. You lose when you stop.
I love that. Thank you for saying that. I needed that. If someone listening feels invisible right now, what would you want them to know?
That you are that you're not invisible. Like the world needs you. The world needs you. You are for a reason in this world. You are part like everybody else, and you have to understand that no matter what you're going through, you're not alone. Everybody goes through really big problems. They just maybe don't express it or make it look cool, but you
Exactly.
don't know the hardship behind it. And like work on yourself, talk to yourself to come back, get that voice back.
Exactly.
Don't punish yourself.
Exactly. And you have to be grateful with yourself and compassionate. Like I always say, would I say this to someone I love? If the answer is no, I'm not going to say it to myself.
Yeah, and change people if you feel invisible. Change your toxic people. Like it's okay to change people.
I love that.
Find the right people that make you feel visible. Don't be afraid to lose anybody because you're never going to lose the right people. You're
Exactly.
only going to lose the wrong ones.
And they make room for the right ones.
Yes.
You can't stay in a bad situation and expect new things to come.
Yeah, and the universe will award you for that.
Always. Angela,
Yeah.
thank you so much for talking with me. I would love to
Thank
send you a
you.
signed copy of my book if you would like.
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, I'll message your team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was such a pleasure. I really admire everything you do, and I just want to thank you for being such a role model for girls like me and other girls who are, starting in the industry or just existing and, being a human because I think, like I said, it's really hard to be a human, and it's amazing that you're a role model and a mirror for so many.
Thank you. But I was as well the same girl, like feeling lost many moments and invisible. So I was one of them as well. And that was many times.
Well, and look at you now. You're a living example that it gets better and you can build your dream life, even if you don't think you can sometimes. You always can do what you're meant to do. And I think you said something so important. Keep going. Don't listen to the inner critic. You have to just push through it.
Yes,
So
exactly. Thank you so much.
thank you. You're
It was
amazing.
nice talking to you. You're
Nice.
amazing too.
Oh, thank you.
See.
I'm gonna send you a signed copy of my book and yeah, happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too. And we got this.
We do. We do.
Yes.
Bye. Nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you. Bye.
Bye. Meet you. Bye.